Hello, everybody, and welcome back to your Lolcow's News Network. I'm your host, Sam, and apparently I don't remember how to do an intro because, sometimes I just take a hiatus for no explanation. This time it was due to the fact that I was moving. Anyway, on to other news. Today's video is going to be a little bit different. Today's video, we're going to cover a Lolcow who I've enjoyed watching for some time, but we're not doing this alone, everybody. Today I'd like to introduce you to our co-host, the Leaping Lemur.
Come on, dog. I'm the resident Daniel Larson expert, and you're gonna butcher my name like that? Come on, man.
Look, man, for some reason, I'm thinking about Carl Weezer, okay?
All right, man. Whatever. Let's just get into the video. Right?
I'm just playing with you,
Enough with the
man.
small talk.
Let's get
Enough with
into
the
it.
jokes. Let's get into the video.
Exactly. Now, our our co-host here, Leaping Lemur, which if you guys aren't, go sub to him. He's fucking awesome. He's going to give us just a quick rundown of the history of President Daniel Larson.
Daniel Larson is a wild guy, right? From what we know, the first instance of Daniel Larson ever being in media comes from the Tennyson Center. And from then on out, Daniel slowly got crazier and crazier. Now, if you clicked on this video, you probably know who Daniel Larson is, right? But you might not know exactly where Daniel Larson comes from. And you might not know Daniel Larson's family members, or in this case, Daniel Larson's mentor, Mr. Bob Proctor. Full name Robert Proctor. And he's Daniel Larson's mentor. He helped Daniel Larson through many hardships, including the death of his grandma, which took quite a toll on Daniel Larson as a young child. We In this video, we're gonna see Daniel Larson in his, I guess we can say his prime, right? Before he went insane. He's a kid, you know what I mean? He's just having fun in the Tennyson Center, and that's gonna set us up for the rest of the video, because this video sort of shows us how Daniel Larson was at the time that he met Bob Proctor, which, childhood, early childhood, not too crazy. And then the next videos we'll see, man, it's going to be quite a contrast. Quite a contrast, folks.
Yeah, you're not wrong on that at all, Lemur. That's one of the biggest things with Daniel. In the first video we're going to look at, everyone, Lemur put it best. He's a kid being a kid. He's innocent. And then the rest of the videos are just a circus. But with that being said, let's see about the Tennyson Center.
So wonderful! The Tennyson Center for Children has become one of the Rocky Mountain region's leading treatment centers for emotionally and crisis-affected children, particularly those suffering from abuse and neglect.
Good boy.
When I first came here, I actually was really nervous.
That's 14-year-old Danny, who came from an extremely neglectful home. When his grandmother got word of Danny's situation, she moved here from California to be his guardian,
Wonderful.
so he wouldn't end up in a foster home. Danny still lived at the center for a year and a half, but now lives with his grandma, continuing to go to school at Tennyson and receive treatment.
When he came to Tennyson.
Okay, can we just talk about the fact that they said he's 14 in that video?
Jesus Christ. I mean, honestly, Daniel hit a growth spurt, man, at some point, and I'm trying to wonder exactly when it was.
I thought he was
Because
fucking 10.
I know, but his nose, I mean, look, his nose is still about the same size as it was. And somehow he still hasn't grown into it. It's still too large for his head.
My
It's
man
crazy.
really worked that neck out, though.
On God, man. Daniel morphed into just a whole nother creature, man. Look at this.
He looks like a villain from Spider-Man nowadays.
Exactly. He went from this to what we see now, which is like horrid, scary, sleep paralysis demon is the best way to put it.
Shit, you ain't playing, man. He's a scary looking dude nowadays, especially because he's got that homeless swagger about him, too. And I mean, look, not poking fun at anyone who's homeless. I've been in that situation. It's a garbage situation. I wouldn't wish it on my worst enemy. But Daniel has had so many opportunities to get out of that situation, and he always throws it out the window.
Exactly. I mean, the Tennyson Center doesn't have the best reputation, but Daniel has definitely been given other opportunities, besides the Tennyson Center that he could have fixed his life, where he was in group homes, transition homes, you know what I mean? However you want to put it, where it basically was a place for him to be happy and healthy and try to work on actually becoming successful, maybe getting a job. But instead, he decided to work on his TikTok career, which obviously isn't going well considering the ban.
Yeah, I don't know what Danny Boy's gonna do. He'll probably swap to YouTube Shorts. Let's face it, that's gonna be the move.
I mean, he already has, right? He
Oh,
already he
okay.
basically already has. Yeah, he's been very prevalent on the YouTube page, but it's mostly him just reposting his TikTok. So then again, who knows? Maybe he will take a big loss from it.
Exactly.
Almost 3 years ago, he was very angry and confused and feeling very uncertain about his life and where he belonged and what was going to happen.
Rod Witt, the president of Tennyson Center, says the program gives children like Danny great opportunity.
Do they bring some challenges? Absolutely, they do. But, they've got the opportunity to, number one, be safe. Number two, receive some attention that they've, in some cases, never received. And number three, to get help and to be themselves and to really let their own personalities come forth.
But looking at Danny now, you will see a smiling, laughing young boy with the world ahead of him.
This is wonderful today.
Danny and his grandmother have both seen huge improvements.
I learned to, when I'm in school, to do school and don't never quit, because if you quit, you won't know what to do. And if someone's trying to get you upset, don't let them make you feel bad about yourself.
My
Yikes.
God.
I know, how
Damn.
ironic. I
I'm
always forget. This video
young
is so ironic.
young Daniel was yo, Daniel needs to watch this particular clip. I mean, my God, young Danny Boy is just spitting straight facts.
It's night and day. It's like night and day.
My God, that is wild. I,
Yeah, but I mean, here he obviously had some developmental issues, but it's clearly not as bad as it is nowadays.
well, I mean, it looks like here he was getting the care he needed.
Exactly. At least to an extent, yeah.
Exactly.
But
I mean, it's like you said, the
enough.
Tennyson Center doesn't have the best reputation, but it looks like they definitely try their best.
Yeah. No, they tried to put in some work into Daniel.
That is, my God, I'm blown away right now.
Make your, just be good and make yourself feel happy. Oh, yeah, happy.
He likes himself now. He feels good about himself. I'm not saying he's a finished job. He's got more work to do, but he's a much different child than he was when he first came here.
Danny now has big dreams and is looking forward to the future.
I like theater. I love to act. I want a storm chase when I get older. Hopefully, I'll be on the news one day.
As Danny says goodbye, he has this to say to the people at
Yikes.
the Tennyson Center.
Thank you for having me. It was a pleasure being here. And they did a lot to help me. I made lots of friends. I learned how to do stuff I never knew how to do before. And it's much better now. Thank you.
Oh my God, man. He was such a sweet kid at one point. That is,
Yeah.
that really does put a lot into perspective, too. It's like, you see, even with the bare minimum care that he needed, how different he was versus, nowadays where he's unmedicated, just left to kind of roam. Every time he gets arrested, the courts just kind of smack him on the wrist and go, "Don't do that again, naughty boy." Oh my God.
Exactly. Exactly. At this point, Daniel's beyond saving. There really needs to be a case study for how mental illness interacts with any kind of internet fame or any kind of internet virality, right? Because Daniel Larson just was, a normal. He had mental issues, right? I wouldn't say normal, but he was posting on TikTok and doing his thing, right? Being goofy. Next thing you know, one of his videos go viral. And then he's a lolcow, right? He starts getting managers. The managers start looking into what he does behind closed doors, and let's just say it's not kosher, folks. It's stuff that you don't you don't want somebody to be doing. They quickly exposed them, and here we are now, right? So it's crazy how it all started off with him posting one video on TikTok, and next thing you know, his life is in shambles.
Exactly. Man, I mean, he definitely dreamed big. He's got some big old dreams, but none of them have nor will come to fruition, unfortunately. As we're gonna find out, Daniel, his mentor there, Mr. Bob Proctor himself, stayed in touch with Daniel all the way up into his adulthood. Lemur, I believe you mentioned earlier, he helped him out with his music, and he's helped him out with having shelter. One of the biggest things about Daniel in modern times is he's homeless. He just wanders the streets all day, posts on TikTok or YouTube nowadays. Um, and he just kind of hopes either he runs into a quote fan to charge him money to take a photo, or he's hoping he can get some people to donate some money so he can dine and dash and or not get a hotel room for the night.
Exactly. Without Bob, what is Daniel? What is Daniel without Bob? He's I mean, look where he is now.
Oh,
It's wild. He needed Bob for housing. He needed Bob for everything. But now we're let's look at this little lunch date he had with Bob, and let's see, because there's some very rare interactions with Daniel and Bob that are happy. So I wanted to start off this playlist by showing you, LNN, something, and and the audience, something that shows Daniel happy with Bob. So that's this video. They're kind of, their interaction seems to be pleasant, at least from what we could see in this video.
yeah, at least in this video. Let's jump right into it.
Hello, everyone. Don't mind me. That's my old friend Frank. Everyone, go check out my song Roaring Thunder. It's out on all platforms. I'm making money. Money. Ooh-la.
I will get you your receipt. Okay, and this is the first time we tried this, so we learned a few lessons from now. I will get you your receipt. Next time I'll just check this email.
Check you out. When she's doing it, down. And but Pam and her husband. I don't know what I'm going to do.
So, I couldn't really hear a lot of what Daniel was saying there, being quite honest with you.
I'll let you know. He was saying, "I'm making money. I'm making money." And then he goes,
Moolah.
"Moolah, moolah," as he's
Yeah.
as he's leaning over, talking to Bob, and I think Bob's talking to the waitress, like, trying to get, like, he's like, asking for the receipt. He's like, "Yeah, can we get the receipt?" As Daniel's like, "I'm making money, money, moolah." Like, look at this wild crackhead looking guy, sipping. He's sipping that shit hard. He's looking Bob right across in his eyes, and he's really sipping that drink hard. I don't know if you caught that, but that was some
Oh, I
wild shit
did.
right there.
Bob, you can hear it in Bob's voice. He wants to fucking punch Daniel in the mouth right now so bad.
Oh yeah, and that continues in this video. And what's crazy is I just want to like just mention this before we get into these next videos. Is most of them occur in Bob's car. Like most of the incidences, like all the way, this is in 2021, the video that we're gonna look at right now, to 2023 was the last incident they had. They're all in the car. And it's just something weird that I wanted to mention before we get into these videos.
Duly noted, my friend. And with that, let's jump right into it.
I don't either. Quit. Turn it off.
No, I'm keeping.
Get out.
I'm
Is the
keeping
video
this on
frozen?
because I literally.
Get out of my
No,
car.
I think it's audio only.
Ah,
What the hell, dude?
Turn that off and get out of my car.
Like I'm more than happy to do that, but
Please
like
do.
you're scaring me. Like I don't.
You're scaring me too. Quite frankly, I'm afraid of you. So please get out of my car.
What the fuck have I done? Like
Please
what?
get out of my
What
car.
have I done? Like I'm speaking so.
I'm going to
calm.
call the police if you don't get out of my car. Pick
What?
up your things and get out of my car.
What the?
Get out of my car and quit cussing at me. Because I'm afraid of you and you're going to start hitting me again.
No.
And you will
what?
beat me
Whoa,
like you
whoa,
did before.
whoa, whoa, whoa,
Get
whoa,
out of my
whoa.
car.
Whoa! What the hell are you talking about?
I'll have to figure out where this place is. If you don't get out right now, I'm calling the police.
No, like no, I'm actually concerned for you. I might end up calling myself.
Please do. Because I'm going to tell them that you're good at calling the police, so please do.
No, I'm putting together evidence right now because I'm concerned for you.
I don't want you to be concerned for me. I want you to get out of my car.
Well,
and get away from me because you're going to hurt me, Daniel.
When? Okay, whoa, whoa, whoa. Like what? Like when?
If you don't get out of the car right now and take your stuff, I'm going to call the police.
You realize that when you were at the apartment a couple days ago, you were the one that put me in the flipping corner of the room.
I did not.
Yes, you did. You put me in the corner of the room.
I did not.
We have witnesses with the other
You were
client.
never in the corner of the room.
Yes.
You were never in the corner of the room,
Okay,
and I never touched you.
Then why did I have to call the police?
I have no idea.
Because I had to calm you down.
Get out of my car. Now.
No, Andrew has told me to,
Get out of my car.
No, Andrew has told me to try to
I have
help.
no choice, Daniel.
They're not going to do anything because I haven't done anything.
I don't want any. All I want you to do is get out of my car.
But I'm afraid.
And go away.
I'm afraid that you're going to drive somewhere and kill yourself. I'm going to be honest.
not going to do any of those things. I've never threatened to do that. You're the one that threatens to do that all the time.
You're just not taking any accountability at all. You're not taking accountability for anything that you done. I'm trying to help.
Okay, what is your first and last name?
Robert Proctor.
Okay, Robert Parker, is that what you said?
Yes,
Okay. How do you know this person?
We've been friends for a long time, but
man, it's so weird to hear Bob threaten and then go through with calling the cops on Daniel. I mean, it's honestly wild to me. Daniel is... What's the best way to put it? Lemur, you got any ideas here? I'm struggling, my man.
Relentlessly regarded.
I like that. And he doesn't seem to understand, his manipulative bullshit, it's not going to work on the person who, he's going to try to manipulate the police and say, oh, yeah, he's out of his mind. You might want to take him in. You're trying to gaslight the man who is already deeply afraid of you from the sounds of it and just wants you out of his car. You can hear it. Bob doesn't want to have to call the cops, but he's got no choice.
Exactly. He tried to give him chances to get the fuck out of the car. He says, Daniel, get out of the car. You hit me. And Daniel starts putting on this little voice. nothing. I didn't hit one. And it's like, come on, dude. Everyone, and we'll see. There's video evidence recorded by Daniel himself later that he does. He hits. He hits Bob very frequently.
And himself.
Oh yeah.
We had a disagreement in terms of what he does, and I tried to drop him off here, and he will not get out of the car. I've asked multiple times.
Okay, Robert, what kind of vehicle are you in?
It's a Toyota Camry.
What color?
It's silverish.
Okay. Can you turn your hazard lights on?
Yeah, as they come into the apartment area, there's some garages just as you come in, and they need to come to the west as far as they can come in the first parking area.
Okay. Okay, so you're actually inside the complex, correct?
I'm inside the complex, yes, in the car in the parking lot.
Okay. Okay. So I'm just going to narrow down where you're at so I can figure out where you're at. Okay, so just bear with me.
Right next to a large parking lot, I think, for the light rail.
Okay. What's your friend's name?
Daniel Larson.
Okay. Any drugs or alcohol involved?
No.
Any weapons involved or mentioned?
No.
Okay. And Robert, did you turn on your flashers?
I haven't yet. I got to figure out how to do that. There they are.
Are you still safe with your friend in the car with you?
At the moment.
Okay. So I'm looking to where you're at. Okay. So I'm looking for the closest address to put where you're at so that I can get the officers out there. Robert, are you experiencing any flu-like symptoms or been told to quarantine?
I'm sorry, am I what?
Have you been told to quarantine or have any flu-like symptoms?
No.
Okay. Just stay there. If your friend gets out of the vehicle and everything is okay, call us back. If it escalates for any reason, give us a call back and just tell us that you are behind the target on Ellsworth, okay?
Okay. Thank you.
Okay, but I do have to call in. We'll get officers to you as soon as we can, okay?
Okay, thank you. Bye.
Okay, thank you, sir. Bye-bye.
What the hell? Like, what are you doing?
You know what I'm doing.
But, like...
I asked you multiple times to get out of the car, and you won't do it.
Well, like I said, I'm just concerned for your safety.
You have no reason to be concerned for me or anything for me.
Well, I mean,
so
like...
please stop that.
All I was doing was I was just basically shopping. And, like, you got so worked up.
I went to a different place because I asked you to get off the phone, and you wouldn't.
Well, like I said, I'm doing what I want to do. Like, I am my own person.
And you're welcome to do that.
And then, like I said, you're just carrying this on, and then you threatened me for...
I did not threaten you.
Yes, you threatened me that you were going to, like, literally leave. You said that on why does this have to be so bad that you're going to leave my life?
Because I'm tired of it. We just keep doing
what?
this. We have nothing in common anymore, Daniel. You want me to just... the only thing I am to you is somebody to buy stuff for you.
That's not true.
Well, that's what you showed tonight.
That's not true.
That's what you showed tonight.
That's what you came for. You didn't have to come. You could have just told me you didn't want to come.
Okay, then you're not going to miss me.
That's not true at all. Like, stop trying to put words into my mouth.
Okay, I don't know what's going to happen to you, Daniel, so if you get out of the car with your things, I'll call them back and tell them to disregard. Otherwise, they'll be here, and when they ask you if you live here or where you live, I don't know what they'll do. So you probably don't have too long to make that decision, which was your choice.
All right, I will get out of the call. I will get out of the car if you call.
I will call.
End of story.
As soon as I'm away from you, I will call. I won't tell them to come look for you. I will call them back as soon as you're out and away from the car.
Like, that's fine, but I just don't know why you're threatening to leave my life.
It doesn't matter.
Like, I've already got enough
You
going
don't
on.
understand.
Like, can you just take me to the hospital?
No, I cannot.
Because I'm going to have to end up calling and take myself to the hospital
Okay.
for one of the most biggest people in my life leaving.
Okay, well, we'll wait for the police, and I'm sure they'll escort you there.
I would be
Or
more
escort you somewhere else.
I would be more than happy if they could just take me to the hospital.
Okay, you can tell them that. But if you don't want them to come and ask you why you're here, and you still can take your things that
Well,
you just got,
no, like I was just being dropped off here so I could walk to the train station, which is just right over there.
Okay.
Like, I'm just like more, like you have me in a speechless state. I don't want to talk at all right now.
You have me in a speechless state frequently now. And I would have been better
We
off
we literally had a meeting earlier today to try to help everything, to try to get everything sorted.
Well, all of this is going to be posted on the media.
That's not
so
true. That's
I'm
not
going
true.
to stay quiet now
Stop.
until the police arrive.
That was my old management. I'm not affiliated with them. I just don't know what to even say or do. Like you like literally this is not like you. This is the first flippin' time that you've ever called the police. And
I mean, I can't really blame Bob for wanting to call the police and wanting to leave Daniel's life. But the fact that Daniel attempted to manipulate Bob with, well, I'm going to have to go to the hospital. Okay, well, then, I agree with Bob. It's like, well, if you have to, then you have to.
Exactly. He's basically threatening going to the mental hospital because he's losing his mentor and he's trying to get like some sympathy out of Bob. He's grasping. He's grasping at straws at this point. He knows that Bob wants something to do with him and wants him out of the car, so he's going for Bob's heartstrings, trying to tug at the heartstrings, right? But it doesn't seem like anything's working. The gaslighting's not working, manipulation's not working. But eventually, I guess they meet again. So
Yeah, but at the very least, in this present moment, Bob is just over it.
yeah, he's fed up.
I don't blame him, though.
this is like the stupidest reason too. Like literally this is not going to be forgotten in my life.
Okay.
Like I'm just trying to be nice and help and do everything in the world to try to help the situation.
Then you take your stuff, get out of the car.
Well,
and I'll call the police back. I don't know what's going to happen when they get here.
They're not going to do anything if you're just calm.
I am calm.
Like I'm going to be serious. They're going to look at this situation and go, what just happened? Like, why were we even called out?
Okay.
And then, like, literally.
It got to the point where I have to do that because I want to go home.
Well, of course, but...
But you won't get out of my car so that I can do that.
No, like, I'm, like I said, you've been escalated since we were in, like, I went shopping by myself.
Yes, because I asked you to get off the phone and you would not.
All I was doing was, I was just talking about my housing stuff.
I'm not going to argue the fact.
So I can't have a conversation with my team, my people who work with me.
Yes, when I'm not here, you can do that. All you want.
So you don't care with the fact that I'm homeless right now?
I do care very much, or I wouldn't have bought you all this stuff.
Well,
I
true.
wouldn't have come and got you dinner.
But I understand that.
And you're just going to argue till they get here, so it doesn't matter. We'll see what they say.
That's not true. Like I said, I just don't think your mind is like in the right spot, and I like I'm not against that or anything. Like I feel for you, but I don't know.
Daniel, you have a mental illness that doesn't put you so you can understand normal things.
Wow, that's not true.
Okay.
Like,
then start showing it.
I haven't been able to get a chance. And that's what you don't understand, is I haven't been able to get a chance because you won't help. You won't even, like, literally, like, the entire team
I did not adopt you. I do not have to
My entire team
you.
has fallen apart. I had to rebuild my team.
Not because of me.
Because of everyone.
Okay.
It's not just your fault. It's everyone's fault.
Okay. Well, I don't want anything to be my fault anymore.
It's not like it's not your.
I want to have my own life, Daniel.
Me too.
You won't let me.
That's not true. Like literally, all day you've had.
When you post this on the internet, everybody will get a big laugh.
Stop! Oh my God, I'm not going to post this on the internet. Like you're basically assuming something before it even happens. It's not.
Please quit talking. We'll just wait till the police get here.
You kind of give me no choice, to be honest. Like, you really kind of put me in a position to where I have no choice. But, like, because, like, I feel like you're not in a stable mindset. Like, I feel like it's not just me. I feel like it's both of us right now. That, like, everything was fine.
It was.
You know what? I'm going to get out of the car. I'm going to get out of the car. And you could go ahead and call.
Took him long enough.
I'm aware. I'm aware. Okay?
Exactly.
Man,
sit there and argue.
Exactly.
How many minutes about bullshit, about fucking gaslighting?
Exactly. You know, and it kind of makes you wonder too, why does Bob... I'm so glad everyone watching the video just got greeted to that. But it makes you kind of wonder too, why does Bob feel such an attachment and need to help Daniel? You know, he's not related to Daniel. He just knew him as a kid, was trying his best to help him when he was a kid, but he's an adult now. Bob has no real reason or need to carry on any type of relationship with him. So it makes you wonder, you know, was Bob and Danny's granny bumping uglies?
Something like that. It was either to Grandma and Bob or Daniel and Bob. You know, either way, there's something in it for Bob.
And I ain't gonna lie, the thought of Bob doing that to Daniel is just, and Daniel, you know, doing it to Bob, it is just... Man, you know, there's a gentleman who likes to comment on my Cyrax videos and go into increasingly deeper and more disturbing detail about the head scabs. And, you know, the mental image I got from that was pretty much on par with what I get from those comments. So, you know, both of you can just go to hell for that one.
It sounds about right.
No, but, jokes aside, though, it really does kind of make you wonder why Bob continues a relationship and why he doesn't just say, you know what, I'm done, pack his shit, move to another state, change his number, and forget about Daniel.
Yeah, it really does. Makes you wonder.
Mm-hmm. But next we're going to be viewing probably the most, in my opinion, one of the most well-known Daniel Larson clips, where it would seem, according to President Larson, the motel had a gun and was going to kill him.
Exactly. He really flips his lid in this one, folks.
Now, if any of you were squeamish or anything, I do recommend you look away now. We will give you a heads up when it's safe to look again. But there is a little, just the tiniest, itty-bittiest amount of blood.
Yeah, you'll be alright.
Yeah, I promise. It's just so tiny you won't notice it.
Get out of my car, Daniel! No! Get the hell out of my car! God damn! Get out of my car!
No! You don't understand! You don't... Stop!
Get
it's
out of
not
my car!
fault! It's not my fault! It's
Get
not
out
my
of my
fault!
car!
The motel! The motel! The motel just
car.
threatened to kill me!
Get out of my car!
Stop! The motel threatened to kill me!
The motel threatened to kill me. The motel threatened to kill me.
Get out of my car.
No.
Get out of my car,
I'm not
Daniel.
going to. I'm not going to. I'm bleeding.
Yeah, you're bleeding because you're hitting yourself.
But you don't.
I've got to get help. I've got to get help. I've got to call the police.
No, I'm bleeding.
I've got
all
to call
over
the
me.
police.
No, the motel threatened to kill me. The motel threatened to kill me.
I've got to call the police. I've got to get you out of here. Yeah, you've got to get out of my car.
The motel threatened to kill me. The motel threatened to kill me. The motel threatened to kill me. The motel threatened to kill me.
And you're trying to kill me.
The motel threatened to kill me. The motel threatened to kill me.
Now, we're going to cover something here. How many of you watching are familiar with a psychotic episode? For those of you that don't know, Daniel Larson does have schizophrenia, and one of the more common ways that people who do suffer with schizophrenia and psychological issues where they do have these mental breakdowns, especially within patients that I've noticed that do have schizoaffective disorders, if any of you watching have one, dude, that shit sucks, bro. I'm sorry. But that everything aside, one of the biggest things you'll notice when they go into that psychosis is they start beating themselves ruthlessly. I mean, I've seen someone take one of those metal water bottles during one of those episodes of psychosis and smash it into their own head so hard it left a very sizable dent. So that's just one thing I've noticed when people go into psychotic episodes is their biggest thing is they do start self-harming immediately. Sorry about that, Lemur. Go ahead and jump in, man.
Nah, you're good. That was, yeah. I mean, that's basically, you took the words out of my mouth. And another thing I wanted to add on to that, though, is something that I covered in my last Daniel Larson freak out is that a common trope with psychotic episodes is word repetition or repetition of a phrase, something like the motel is trying to kill me. Last time it was kill and bomb. But yeah, I mean, you could tell when Daniel's freaking out if he's just repeating words over and over and hitting himself in the head.
Yeah, I mean, in this particular moment, and look, I'm not defending any of these lolcows, especially in this moment, I am looking at it solely from a psychological standpoint. In this moment, Bob genuinely would have been smarter off by trying to distract Daniel long enough while emergency services came there to get him. That's one of the biggest things I've noticed with Daniel. When he's been medicated, he's okay for a little bit, but then he starts to go downhill because that medication gets out of his system. A lot of the times, whenever people are that far gone, what they do is they'll actually give you an injection that holds the medication, knocks you out like a motherfucker too. I mean, dude, I've seen people sleep for like 2-3 days because of that, but it stays in your system for a good little bit.
Yeah. So meds would definitely do Daniel good.
Yeah, that's putting it lightly.
The motel threatened to kill me. The motel threatened to kill me. The motel threatened to kill me. The motel threatened to kill me.
I've got to get the police here to get you out of here.
The motel threatened to kill me. The motel threatened to kill me. The motel threatened to kill me. The motel threatened to kill me.
Get out of my car.
No, you don't. I need
Get
help.
out of my car.
I need help. The motel threatened to kill me. The motel threatened to kill me. The motel threatened to kill me.
This is your last chance to get out of my car. This is your last chance. Then I'm going to call the police.
The motel threatened to kill me.
And tell them you're beating me.
No, you hit me. You broke my arm.
I didn't break your fucking arm.
You grabbed me.
Yeah, because you
I don't know why Bob angrily cussing is so funny.
Sure, this is what you want. I'm calling the police. Okay.
No, you're not helping me. You're not helping.
You're hitting me.
But you're not helping me. The motel threatened to kill me. The motel threatened to kill me. The motel threatened to kill me.
motel threatened to kill me!
I have a person here in my car that's beating me. He's a friend of mine, but he's gone crazy, and he's beating me, and I need help.
No, I need help!
We're in the parking lot of the Harkins Theater in Arvada.
The motel threatened to kill me! The motel threatened to kill me over the phone calls!
It's on 58 west of Wadsworth.
The motel threatened to kill me!
Daniel Larson. I'm trying to get him out of the car, but I can't, and he's hitting me, and he's threatening me, and he's just gone crazy. In the Harkins Theater parking lot.
The motel threatened to kill me! You don't listen to me! You don't listen to me! The motel threatened to kill me! They said they have a gun!
Yes. Yes, I'll do that. Robert Proctor. He's hitting himself and me.
You don't listen to me!
We've been friends for a long time, but he has some mental problems. And
I'm bleeding all over me.
They're going to kill him. I tried to hold his arm back from hitting me, and I was going to break his arm. Then, Larson.
The motel threatened to kill me if I go back to the motel. They said they had a gun.
98,
They threatened me with a gun. Stop! You're not listening to me. So I was.
My God, I mean, with someone acting like that, you kinda need a gun.
Exactly. And you would think after so many times of Daniel freaking out in Bob's car, he would learn not to let Daniel in his car, but Bob doesn't. And Bob continues to do that, and we see that in this video.
Yeah, so, let's, I guess jump right into this one, too.
I wasn't going to film, but since you have a problem with me bringing my phone in the car, okay, now I'm going to film, because that's my legal right. Okay? So, you're causing this issue to yourself.
How much money do you think's there in the little holder right there?
You are
I'd probably
literally
guess
causing this
one
issue to
whole
yourself.
dollar.
And I guess I will go
Oh,
without
yeah.
fucking dinner now, because you have a problem with me even bringing my phone with me.
Daniel
which is
should add
my
that to the
fucking
funds.
legal right.
For real, you can down and dash with
You
it.
are crazy.
Just pull it out and start slowly counting it, and
You are
then, you
never
know,
helpful.
eventually the waitress loses interest,
All
and,
you do is cause
and then you just kind of run away.
No, it's Daniel. He'd throw the pennies at her eyes, go pull the fire alarm, and run.
You told me not to be
Something
on the
like
phone
that.
in the car. I wasn't.
I said, turn off your phone and put it in the console, and you said yes.
I'm not going to put it in the console, but I will be more than happy to stay off my phone and turn it off. You had a problem with me, like literally having it on my seat. The phone was literally turned off. Okay? I just turned it on to film this because you had a problem with that. I'm now filming for my protection. This is ridiculous. You are so stubborn, like I was saying before. So, are we going to get dinner, or are you taking me back to the motel and I'm just gonna not have anything for dinner? And I'm not gonna eat today at all. And I guess I'll starve tonight. So what is it?
Get out.
I'm not gonna do it. Because I had my phone
Get
turned-
the out of my car!
Okay, don't grab me.
You want me to break your arm?
If you break my arm,
Then get the out of my car!
Okay, then let go of me. If you hit me, holy where do
You know, I wish we could go one Lolcow video without them dropping the N-word.
Yeah, that's never gonna happen. Lolcows just love that word.
Oh my god. You know, at least Daniel doesn't discriminate and calls everybody that word. I mean,
For real, he don't care. He
Yeah.
don't give a fuck what race you are.
for real, he will just go right at you all day.
my phone go? Where did my fucking phone go? Oh, you are hitting me!
You're hitting me! God damn you!
You hit me first!
Get out of my car!
You hit me first! I'm not playing
I
these
didn't.
games with you! Holy fucking hell, bitch! Don't grab me like that! Don't fucking grab me!
Quit hitting me!
You hit me!
No! You hit me repeatedly! Don't
Then let go of me!
get out of my car! Quit hitting me!
You hit me, so I
Get
have
out
a
of my
right to
car.
defend myself!
Get out of my car! Get out of my car!
Now where's my phone, bitch?
And open the door and you'll find it! Get out of my car! Ow! God damn you! I'm gonna call the cops now.
No, because you hit me!
Get the hell out of
You,
my car!
you hit me! Now where did it go? Fuck.
Better find it!
Where did it go? Where did the fuck did it go? Where the fuck? Ow!
Get away from my car!
Holy fuck! You ran over me! Fuck! You
Oh man, I just love how Daniel goes from panicking to just calling Bob the N-word without hesitation.
Exactly. I mean, this guy, he'll
Like-
go from 1 second to acting like he's the victim to the next second doing something like this, which we'll see right now, and just completely freaking out.
Oh my god, like oh man, and I think I remember this video too. Guys, it is not for the faint of heart. My man is absolutely losing it. Which, I mean, look, I don't blame Bob for running his foot over. Look, if somebody's trying to bust up into my car and I don't want them there, they're going to be lucky if all they get is their foot run over.
For real. I mean, he was putting up with getting hit over and over. Shit, he should have did something like way more than just running over his foot.
For real, I'd have punched him in his honker on the way out.
I would have just ran him over completely. Fuck the foot.
President Daniel Larson is now a pancake.
He's been assassinated, folks.
But I heard he'll be real tasty with syrup.
Bob just ran me over with his fucking car. Bob just ran me over with his fucking car. Bob just ran me over with his car. Bob just ran me over. Bob just ran me over. Bob just ran me over with his car. My fucking hurts. Bob just ran me over with his car. Mom just ran me over with his car. Mom. Mom just ran me over. Mom is a bitch. Mom is a bitch. Mom is a bitch. He hurt me. He hurt me.
Well, he didn't hurt you bad enough because you're still stomping your foot on the ground.
I
so-
mean, for real. My man's trying to give himself a concussion to go with that foot pain. Damn.
For real, on God.
I mean, and didn't he get kicked out of that motel room for doing that?
Yep, right after this, he got kicked out.
Yeah, I mean, who can really blame them for wanting him out of there? I mean, I'd be willing to bet he did some damage to whatever he was hitting. It sounded like he was hitting a wall with his head.
He definitely broke the wall. He made some holes in the walls. He was fucking slamming his foot down on the floor. There was probably people that heard it. Yeah. I mean, he did some damage and there was no way of hiding it.
Man, you know, and most of those Motel 6 rooms or Motel 6s are independently owned and operated. So he can only be really banned from a single one at a time. They don't really have a network where they can be like, hey, don't give a room to this guy.
Yeah, that sounds about right. So, I mean, he's still getting motels and hotels to this day. So, yeah, that sounds
Exactly.
about right.
I mean, unless it's a major chain like, you know, Hilton or something, he'll never actually get banned from a chain of them. But
Yeah, which is unfortunate because with the restaurants, it's kind of similar. You know, a lot of those restaurants in Colorado are just kind of independently owned, so there's no real way to like ban them from all of them at once.
exactly. But from the way it sounds nowadays, a lot of those restaurants have been in touch with each other like, hey, if this guy comes in, throw his ass out immediately. He's a dine and dasher. He's done it to me and plenty of others.
Yeah,
And then
I've
you have
seen that.
the bigger restaurants like the Olive Garden, where they do have a database where I'd be willing to bet Daniel's probably not allowed back at an Olive Garden ever again.
No more Olive Gardens and no more Panera Breads for Daniel. I don't think
Oh,
so.
man, I couldn't go without those breadsticks. Them things are good as hell.
On God, get a little lasagna, a little fettuccine alfredo. Shit.
Exactly. I mean, hell, you know. Look, Daniel, if you're gonna dine and dash, man, go big. Go for the Red Lobster, you know? Get the biggest meal you can eat and then just book it after you eat because that's what you do best.
For real. That's
But
true.
that was Daniel Larson, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you all liked it. You know, I do want to thank Lemur for joining us today. It's a pleasure having you, man. I'd love to have you on the channel again.
Yeah, thank you for having me. I had a lot of fun and I'll definitely be coming back. Yeah, it was nice.
All right on, man. Definitely appreciate that. And guys, if you don't tune into it, make sure you tune into the Barnyard Sundays at what was the Eastern time again?
Some time at night, just look out for it. It'll be on it, when it's convenient for us. When we
E-
feel like it, we'll decide to go live.
Exactly. But I do believe it's about 3 or 4 p.m. Eastern is when we try to get it started, but sometimes we run a little bit late. But make sure you guys tune in. It's a great time. It's just us chilling, shooting the breeze, talking about the cows.
Exactly. Very similar to this video.
Exactly. Anyway, guys, if you did like the video, please like, subscribe, comment, hit that bell because all of that, and share the video. It really all does help out the channel quite a lot. Make sure you go subscribe to Leapin' Lemur. His channel link will be in the description. Go click it. Subscribe to him if you're not, or else I'm going to lock you alone in a room with Daniel Larson.
Ooh, spooky.
I would be pretty scared of that, actually. Anyway, y'all, we will see you all in the next video.